Hello ninjas, welcome to Ninja No Mi. Before we watch the second episode of Naruto Ninja, don't forget to share the video with your friends, send it to everyone, and comment on how many people you sent it to. This will help keep the episodes coming. In the last episode of Naruto Ninja, the Hokage of Konoha desired power to overcome any adversity and become the greatest protector the ninja world had ever seen. But now, faced with enemies whose powers surpass reality itself, he didn't realize he needed that level of power too. Thus, he sought a power that could surpass the Otsutsuki, while not harming his lifespans instead, extending it so he could protect everyone indefinitely. The ninja then realized it was necessary to become a deity, just as Hagoromo had been in the past. Together with Kurama, he embarked on a journey to achieve this supreme power. Now, Naruto finds himself before the 9 Biju, beginning training to acquire their power without becoming a Jinchuriki vessel. All the Biju want to create a new power that surpasses everything in existence. Naruto would now become the new god shinobi, but only if he could survive it all. After understanding the goal of the training with Shukaku, Naruto felt within himself how to access the power of the one-tailed beast. Once he was able to sense that energy and be protected by it, he had his first victory, as Shukaku stopped the fight, saying he had done his part. Naruto had realized that the powers were already dormant inside him. Now, he just needed to figure out how to activate them and make them his own strength. The next to approach Naruto was Matatabi, and in just an instant, the second battle was about to begin. A large arena formed around the two, completely covered in blue flames, preventing any other Biju from interfering in the fight. The second battle between Naruto and a tailed beast was about to start, but the Hokage quickly noticed that the goal of this training must be different since the two-tailed beast was focused on attacking the ninja. Matatabi immediately attacked Naruto with her scorching flames, destroying everything in their path. In a split second, Naruto leapt to dodge, realizing something alarming in his movement. He barely escaped, almost being hit, despite the dormant Biju powers within him. The Hokage realized he wasn't fast enough, which was strange since he was one of the fastest ninjas in the world. Naruto then realized that his powers alone didn't seem to be enough to face a Biju. In fact, he felt like he didn't have as many powers as he did in the past. While trying to dodge Matatabi's attacks, Naruto tried to understand why his powers were diminishing. Even without Kurama's powers at his side, he should still be one of the most powerful ninjas alive. But now, he was struggling just to dodge a series of attacks from the Biju's blue flames. In just a few moments, Naruto was already tired, but he still didn't understand why he was struggling so much against the two-tailed beast. Thinking back to past ninjas like Raikage, Madara, and Hashirama, who had fought tailed beasts with only their own power, he too should be capable, but that wasn't the case. He was barely able to dodge the attacks. The Biju outside the arena seemed to understand the purpose of this second training, yet they were worried that Naruto hadn't realized it and was now about to be hit. Naruto understood that he couldn't be helped in this fight, but he didn't know how he could escape the situation, beyond simply dodging, which wouldn't last long. He soon found himself with no way out as Matatabi launched a direct attack that he couldn't evade, and for the first time in a long while, Naruto felt truly cornered. Then, a great sandstorm formed around the ninja, saving him from that last attack. This wasn't Shukaku's interference, but Naruto's own power, which was now protecting him at all times. Matatabi began to smile as she saw her attack burning in the sand, while Naruto still didn't fully understand what was happening. But he realized that this power had saved his life and would continue to save him. At this point, he began to seek a deeper understanding of the sand power and how to use it, while the sand itself was protecting the Hokage and aiding his movement. Little by little, as he got closer to Matatabi, Naruto noticed he was acting in perfect harmony with the sand, making his movements increasingly natural. Gradually, Naruto was able to make small attacks and strategically direct the sand, doing so naturally without the need for hand seals, instinctively guiding the sand toward his rival. Thus, the battle between him and Matatabi was becoming more balanced, and his difficulty moving had greatly diminished. His energy also increased. He no longer appeared tired. Naruto was now better than he had been at the start of the fight, though nothing on the surface seemed to have changed. But now all the Bijou seemed calmer, which meant Naruto understood he was on the right path. However, without understanding how the training worked, he couldn't fully progress through it. Even so, he continued advancing, trying to attack Matatabi, but without experience in using that power, he didn't yet have the strength to move forward in the fight. Still, that didn't stop him from giving it his all, as mere words wouldn't suffice. In the middle of the battle, Kurama, still outside the barriers of flame, decided to give Naruto a hint about the training with these words. Your goal is to stop being a ninja and become something beyond. So stop thinking and acting like one. Naruto continued fighting while reflecting on what Kurama truly meant by that statement. Gradually, Naruto pushed the sand abilities to their limits, noticing that the power was no longer functioning the same way. It wasn't like how Gaara used it in the past, nor was it like Shukaku's techniques. The sand was acting in a completely new way. This was his own power now. Little by little, Naruto began to think that maybe Kurama's words were related to this. After all, he was now advancing without exhaustion, which was completely different from the start of the battle, where he had been on the brink of defeat within moments. Naruto then realized what was really happening. His own power was being consumed. In seeking to become a deity, he was returning to the original state of Ninshu, leaving behind the ways of ninjutsu. He wouldn't simply use jutsu as in the past, because now he was on the verge of becoming a deity. He shouldn't strive to control chakra, but instead become the very embodiment of it. All of Naruto's power had to be found within himself, as the chakra of the Bijou was merging with his own. It wasn't like the Baryon mode, which fused chakra. It was a new chakra being born, something beyond what a Jinchuriki could achieve. Before the Bijou were born, all power belonged to the Jubi, and its Jinchuriki, the Sage of Six Paths, Hagoromo. Now, the Bijou were generating a new power on their own, with the full strength of each one, aiming to surpass everything. Naruto soon realized this was what Kurama meant. He was no longer a ninja, and each Bijou's portion of power was reacting and evolving on its own, becoming an entirely new force. With this power within him, he fully understood the purpose of the training and realized he needed to comprehend his new abilities. Naruto continued moving quickly on various blocks of sand he generated in the area, and while Matatabi tried to attack, she didn't notice something in front of her. Naruto was forming a small structure around the Bijou, which in an instant created a large sand barrier, trapping Matatabi, just as she had done with the other Bijou, using her blue flames. He had won again and greatly increased his power, but the next words he heard were, "The real training begins now. I hope you're able to withstand it." And that's how we conclude the second episode of Naruto Ninshu. I hope you all are enjoying it. Don't forget to leave a like and share.